Hello, this is Malcolm Rose. We are on an 18 streak here. Good stuff. And we're going to do our first Centaur caster. Ice Elementalist, because we haven't won any Ice Elementalists yet on this account. So, we'll start out by training just Ice Magic, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this character. I'm not going to go with bows. For once, I'm gonna play the start like it's meant to be played. This entrance really sucks. This is, you know, one way in, one way out, so not happy with the entrance. Anyway, we're training nothing but Ice Magic because Freeze is awesome. Alright, this is really bad. This is not the first thing we want to see. However, what we can do is, we can walk away, we can close the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Open the door. Now, I could have just waited for it to go away. I think I'm going to instead walk up to it, and we're going to freeze it to death. 2, 3, it doesn't die. This really sucks. Well, it does 2d4 damage with that dart slug dart. So I think we're just going to have to swing on it. Really bad. We could have died there. You know, as I think about it, maybe the optimal thing would have been to just wait here until it wandered away. Let's wear this mace. I'm okay with it being cursed. That's fine. As long as we have a weapon in hand. But yeah, that was pretty bad. I do see some arrows. I should have picked up these stones. Okay. I should not have ran around him like that. Making some big mistakes for D1. Gotta remember I'm playing a caster start, so I can't be all reckless like I usually do. Remembering that this guy can do 10 damage with his club. Now, Freeze is really good. It's arguably the best starter spell. We're not going to bother to get Throw Frost. We're just going to train nothing but ice for a while. I feel like I want to just throw stuff at this guy. And reset the fight whenever there's any kind of problem. I tell you what, we're just gonna fight him here instead. I could always walk away. Of course, I don't know, with this low of hit points, even that was probably suboptimal. guess he could kill me in, what, 3 hits? If he was maximum damage on me, I guess. 8, 16, 24, right? Yeah, 2d4 damage, so assuming 8 damage each time. So it's very unlikely that he would win, but that doesn't mean I should be rolling the dice. I get intelligence. Still just using freeze. Yeah, I should probably memorize Oz armor. I mean, it's everybody always oohs and ahs over what a good spell this is in the forums and stuff. I personally don't really like it because it just inhibits your ability to run away if things go wrong. I think I'm actually going to not memorize it. Normally I would, and on a Centaur it's probably a very good idea, but here's the reason I'm not gonna. My spellcasting has a terrible apt, so I'm going to have very low spell levels for a long time. What's he do? 8 damage. Basically, I'm gonna... One of my major limiting factors this game is going to be the number of spells that I have. Wow, Fed Haas. Oh man. That kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, I'm just saying, like, Fed Haas is a great god. It's going to be kind of hard for me to justify not taking this altar, considering how good Fed Haas is. Oh, man. I guess I could shoot through my dudes. I don't know if I can cast through them. Will Fed Haas tell me? Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about Fed Haas is you can shoot a bow through your followers. So it wouldn't be... I think a lot of people wouldn't realize that it's a great choice for a ranged, like, bow user, crossbow, whatever. But it is. In this case, we're going spells. I mean, we're not committed to anything. This character could easily become a bow guy, just like I've been doing. But if I use Fed Haas, I'm more or less committing to not using spells. Or I'm committing to being some kind of awkward hybrid, which is not a lot of fun. Just trying to decide if this is optimal. I think it is optimal for me to choose this. Sorry if this is dragging on a bit. Why don't we use this couple scrolls real fast? I want to have as much information as possible. Well, that wasn't useful. Biggest thing is I won't be guaranteed spells if I go Vet-Haas, then, so that means that, I mean, by definition, I'm going to have to hybridize or go for something else, which is fine. It's just that our stats will be kind of poor for anything other than casting. We have 4 fruits. Not that that really matters at this point. Have I won Vet-Haas yet? Although I'm probably going to swap to Zen later, so it doesn't really matter. I feel like I've won a game with Vet-Haas. Maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't think I would do that, though. During a streak. I mean, I'm not really trying to get polytheist on this account. At least not yet. Not while I'm doing this super long streak. Well, the situation is that we have no idea if we're going to find more books anytime soon. We have no idea if we're going to find any good weapons anytime soon. But we do know that we have a Vet-Haas altar. Could use throwables, that's guaranteed. We know that I can't cast through these things, so I don't think I can icicle through my own plants. So there's not a lot of synergy happening here, as strong as Vet-Haas is. You know what? I'm gonna make a judgment call. I'm not gonna go Vet-Haas. Okay, this thing is gonna be easy enough to kill with the power of freeze. Freeze is a really good way to take down adders early on, since it doesn't care about their massive evasion. Hey, okay, here's the 2 spells we really wanted. I'm gonna jump right into Summon Ice Beast. That's the one that'll basically carry us through lair if need be. Are we faster than this? Yes, we are. Being on D3 with only 33 hit points is really concerning to me. Since we could run into a guy with a wand any time now. Whew. Let's go up. Rest off that poison, go back up. Rest off more poison, now he's next to us, and we just kill him with the freeze. Cool. Ice Beast down to 50%. It's honestly starting to look like I should have gone Vet-Haas. I thought maybe we would find another early altar, something a little bit more palatable. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Vet-Haas is awesome. And on almost any other character I would have taken it. It's just that the Centaur I know has the power to survive just about anything as long as I don't do something incredibly stupid. Oh, there's Rue. Well, no reason not to start worshipping him. We'll see what his first sacrifices are. I should have fought those things with them in the water. Okay, Doan is here. Oh, he followed me. Do I want to duke it out with him? I guess I can try to polymorph him. He has a wand. Forget that. Wow, that's good to know. Would have been nice to know that before I turned him into a centaur. I don't think we're going to be on this floor anymore. just saying. Maybe I should train a little bit of fighting. Hopefully we don't run into anything up here. This thing's still following me. Alright, hold up. Do up to 12 damage. Dead. Cool. I would play Mutation Roulette, but that just seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I knew that could have been teleport. I'm okay with that. I'm a centaur, so I can probably handle it. I just want to never go upstairs because of how scary centaur with a wand is. Okay, this one's a little harder. These are basically immune to cold, so can't really Ice Beast him either because of the failure rate. Summoning Miscast could send me to the Abyss, I think, even on a level 4 spell. So it's just not an option. I guess I just kind of have to melee it. Reset the fight over and over. Here's a good place to do it. Wow. Wow. He heals faster than me, even though I'm throwing rocks at him. I guess this is to be expected since I haven't trained throwing at all, but it would be nice if it wasn't the case. What can he do? 20 damage total. Although I attack rather slowly, so he could get 2 attacks on me. Yeah. Not good. There we go. Javelins. I mean, that would have been fine if we had Summon Ice Beast online. We don't, so it was a little bit rough. Gozag. That one, that I have to take. Well, I don't know, man. It really sucks. The one thing that sucks about this is that my spell hunger is going to be outrageous. And I'm not going to get any more food. Like, even freeze is giving me spell hunger right now. Kozak's really good, though. Hard choices this game. Hard god choices, I mean. This is just something that happens when you're playing a caster start. Even on Centaurs, you really want to think through it. Obviously, we would prefer to have Vehumet or Sif Muna right now, but beggars can't be choosers, you know. Alright, I think we're gonna do it. We're just gonna try to deal with the really nasty spellcasting aptitude. Okay, we got a shop. Magic scroll shop. Well, surely we want blinking. And all this other stuff. We do have remove curse, so let's go ahead and try these rings on. Should have done that a while ago, actually. Okay, there is our first Centaur. I'm thinking we are in fact going to go bows, since we're worshipping Gozag, so why don't we just turn off this stuff entirely for a while, and get something that we can sort of hybridize into, and maybe focus on bows after a little while. Wow, my defenses are so bad. I want him next to me. There we go. Now we'll just freeze him to death. There we go. Oh, it's a short bow of freezing. That's why I was taking so much damage. Alright, give me that bow training. Now, we're going to use freeze where possible. Because remember, we're not worshipping Oka or Trog or anything like that this game, we're worshipping Gozag, so there's no real way for us to get a gigantic stack of arrows. Actually, you know what? I am going to keep training spellcasting and summonings and ice magic. We'll see where that takes me. So we're spreading rather thin. Really, if I was going to go down this route, I should have just waited for Oka, but I mean, Gozag is just such an immediate power boost, such a massive immediate power boost that it's kind of hard to resist. this could be cursed, so we're not going to try it on. Wow, we are really burning through food here is the problem. I just gotta get my spellcasting up so I can freeze without eating spell hunger. I mean, I've only got one bread ration left. I mean, I know I don't want to starve. So I'm just going to use my bow for now. If we can get up to 800 gold somehow before starving, we can get a shop. Okay, we can wear his cloak. Okay, we got a meat ration. Now I'm a little less nervous. Roar of battle. Ah, good. Spell hunger's over. Whoa! Wow. Wow. Completely worth using. Oh wow, wait, I didn't even notice this is a +4 short bow. This game is throwing some fancy stuff at me, I'll tell you that. Wow, I could have died there. That flame tongue did like, what, 30 damage to me? Anyway, we're just going to kind of play this by ear. I could see myself going swords now. I'm being drawn in a few different directions. I mean, this short bow is amazing, I'm not going to lie, but ammo is a constant fear. No such thing as an ammo shop, so not anymore anyway. Let's go ahead and get strength. Actually, I should get some dex as well. Oh wait, no, I'm at 10, I'm good. Okay, distant portcullis, so we're getting closer. These do 14 damage. Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna... Fine. I don't really care if I miss the whatever it's called, Bailey. Oh no. Well, hold up. We got teleport trapped into this crap. And now we have this dude's fire elementalist just ready to do a ludicrous amount of damage to me. So, I'm gonna teleport. There we go. This is more along the lines of the direction I wanted to be in, so. Why don't we wear the falchion while we fight so we can get those sweet... Oh wait, portcullis is nearby. But it says it's lowered almost to the ground now. Nope, it's done. That's okay. That's okay. Not a huge deal to miss out on one of those things. Certainly better than dying. +9 falchion. That really is a good weapon. It's flaming too, it's even a Hydra killer. I'm just kind of focusing on fighting for a while I think about what direction I want to take this character in. Because the reality is we have to specialize at some point. I mean, if ammo wasn't an issue, no question I would go bows. I mean, we've been handed an excellent bow right off the bat, so fine, but unfortunately ammo is an issue. Hold up, let's get these unidentified guys. Because I could be getting very good things for cheap. Are we good on food? Oh, we're good on food forever. Okay, we'll get the scroll. Go ahead and buy these ones as well. Don't have enough money, fine. Let's get enchant weapons, silence. And we're gonna get nothing else because we can't afford it. Okay, we don't want this guy to touch me. If this guy touches me, he steals hunger, which is an incredibly bad thing for a Gozag worshiper. I feel like I could just use this short bow in the early game indiscriminately without regards to ammo. Oh boy, I messed up. That's okay, we got him. Okay, if I stay far away from this thing, he can't flame tongue me. Oh, man. Looks like we found a book. Maledictions. Probably not worth training hexes at this point. I mean, the reality is this is a Centaur. It's not going to be very good at casting. If I wanted to devote very hard to it, I could do it. But the optimal thing is usually just to go bows. I think what we'll probably do, now that I think about it, I'm thinking about it more, and I think what we're going to do is we will wean ourselves off of ice magic. We'll just keep training fighting for a while. And we'll just, you know, the really obvious solution is to use the falchion as the swap weapon. For popcorn. Okay, hold up. Let's go ahead and go up to D4. I'll polymorph this thing again. Actually, I'm going to confuse this thing. It's a confusion wand. Oh, no. Alright, that's okay. Let's pull out this thing. Could have been much worse. It could have been paralysis. Of course, I was prepared to blink if that happened. I mean, we have 84 hit points right now, so wouldn't exactly be the end of the universe if I got paralyzed next to that thing. It would just be really crappy. We do have Summon Ice Beast in the yellow now, by the way, so we'll be making use of that, most likely. Okay. We'll be making use of that inside of the lair. Alright, so for this, we're going to walk away. Oh, no way she's faster than me. There we go, slow. I guess when they're berserked, they are very slightly faster. Hey, it's Minkare. Okay, again we have Blink, so we'll just swing on him. I think we can just take him out, though. We are doing really well on escape tools, actually. 3 scrolls of Blink is something you don't have so early, usually. Was there a floor I didn't finish other than that one? I don't think so. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's find that lair. Actually, let's see if we can't melee this guy. Okay, he does a little too much damage for me. Now, in general, I think it's better to specialize, by the way. I mean, I'm sure I've said that even in this video several times, but like, for example, with the arrows and the bow, I usually don't recommend that you ever bother to train anything, any weapon that's not your main weapon. I think that you should set your character up in such a way that you don't need to swap. If you have an ammo problem, that's because you selected the wrong god. Which is not always an option, depending on the character. I mean, maybe you really needed to get that extra assistance, you know. But I think that the game just becomes very tedious if you have to manage your ammo like that. And it's better to not have to do that. So the fact that we're Worshiping Gozag tells me that maybe I should just bite the bullet and train Longblaze by itself at some point, not any more bows, even if the apt is significantly worse. Just because, you know, I'm ultimately saving experience because one of those things is going to be the thing I use in really dangerous situations, and that's going to be the weapon I'm relying on. And for that to be the bow, I don't know, I just think it's tedious, that's all. On the other hand, we should be able to, you know, if we spend like half the game using nothing but this blade, which we can because it's so good, we should end up with a stockpile of like 500 arrows. And at that point, yeah, there's a certain point where we could probably just, you know, roll with it, roll with that, so to speak, you know, for the remaining portion of the game. Like, if I only break out my bow in situations like that, where I need to kill things that are dangerous and need to die immediately, like an Orc Priest, I think we'll be okay. Oh. Centaurs. Like, yeah, if the game keeps throwing centaurs at me. Okay, that's not a staircase we want to be on. Try number 3. Saw a 2-headed ogre coming at me, which doesn't sound like any kind of fun. Sorry about all the flashes. I gotta have that set up to alert me if I'm trying to O-tab and getting hit by invisible things. So yeah, 2-headed ogre. He warrants the use of the bow. And don't get me wrong, my plan was to go full ice this game. It's just that we found the wrong gods, you know. We found really good stuff really early, and it just pulled me in a different direction, you know. Have a little bow battle here. Oh. It's Joseph. Suppose we could polymorph him. Normally I don't like the idea of polymorph, but if they're far enough away from me... No, yeah, like I said, if they're far enough away from me, I could either use a staircase or... Oh, he has a wand of digging. That's cute. Yeah, let's try to polymorph him. Even if he turns into something horrible, I can just see blink away. Okay, that's annoying, but not a huge deal. I was very careful to clear out the whole level before killing him, because I knew that could happen, and you're just perma-confused. Let's identify digging. Identify some of these potions. Okay. Armor's almost filled out, that's cool. And we have 865 gold, so if I really wanted to, I could go get a shop, although I don't want to. Instead, I want to buy all these scrolls. Because those are useful scrolls, I know they're useful. I'm always going to go for the thing that I know will help me versus the thing that might help me. We do have a lot of remove curse now. That tells me I might want to check out the scale mail. That's good enough to be worth using, and we can still freeze. Takes away Ice Beast, but I don't think we really need it anymore. I'm sure we can use Brilliance Potions to get that extra oomph if need be. Oh no. Well, we'd rather not be next to this, but since we are, I'm just going to swing on him. Glowing Greatsword, huh? Oh, I gotta check this out. Oh, man. Well, it's given me an endgame longsword. I think we're actually going to have to go long blades based on that. I mean, what am I going to do? Not use the Greatsword of Electrocutions? Or Electrocution, rather. Plus, we only need 14 for min delay on the falchion, 20 for min delay on the Greatsword. I mean, whoops, not bows. Long blades. Yeah, we'll train long blades up to 20. So we're going melee for once. It's been a while. All right, got a generic ghost here. Why don't we just reset this fight? I feel way more comfortable about using arrows now since I know I'm not going to be focusing on this bow later. So I'll just use them to my heart's content. Also, we need to be real careful. I mean, I know I have 100 hit points, but he does have a weapon of electrocution, so just bear in mind he can do a ton of damage to me. Is that an artifact bow? Oh, jeez. I guess I have to see if this is good too. Come on. This guy. Alright, we'll just go around. He's proving to be rather annoying to kill. I'm almost hoping the short bow isn't good so it doesn't make me reevaluate my choices. Okay, it's crap. Good. I'd rather not be fighting a deep elf mage right now. I mean, this thing can do quite a lot of damage to me. Here comes this guy to try to ruin my day. So we're going to walk on out of here. What's the deal with him? Is he resistant to cold? No, he's not. We just kind of suck at doing damage to him. Had a little better luck this time. Okay. I suppose there are some staves available for me to take a look at. Wizardry. Nah. We're not much of a caster anymore. Alright, so Lair has spawned on D11, the worst possible place for it. Nergal can be a bit of an issue. We cannot hex her. Not with my lack of training, anyway. Oh man, I forgot to spawn around me. I just teleported. Wow, this is really quite bad. Oh, no. Let's think about this. Well, I want to invis. I don't want that melee to smite me. Okay, good, it's confused. Can I just disintegrate this thing? There we go. And there's Nergal. Let's dig out of here. Let's teleport again. Yeah, we made some real mistakes here. Teleporting on a floor like this, I mean, this is one of those nasty vaults with nasty things that have spawned in it. So the prospect of teleporting around this floor is not great. So we had to use a couple teleports. It's not a huge deal, though. We have 927 gold, so we have Gozag's abilities to back us up here. Jeez. I absolutely do not want to fight Nergal yet. I just don't. Let's get to a hallway. Let's immolate. Let's confuse. There we go. Now let's, yeah, here we go. Get her in the immolate. Down she goes. That's the ticket. Game wants to give me a rather difficult path to lair. But at the end of the day, if you use your resources properly, you'll probably be okay. See how immolate can be useful and not showboaty? Immolate was used there very specifically to kill Nergal. I didn't do that just for convenience sake, and I think that's how most people use immolate. I mean, that's certainly how I used it for the longest time. It's not the proper way. Is this thing? Yeah, it's resistant to cold. I would like it to change colors, but I don't think they do if they're alone. Oh, jeez. Seems tedious, but I mean, you can see how much damage he's doing to me when I let him get close, so what am I gonna do, really? I'm making some mistakes with my navigation here. There we go. Okay. A lot of items here. I've been using Guardian Spirit, which is truly excellent, but I would like to see what this is. Gourmand, okay, don't need it. Stay with Guardian Spirit. Resist corrosion, useful swap. Let's drop these stones. Stick with the javelins. I would be training some evocations at this point. And I am going to bring it up to like 5, but I really just want to get my long blades up. Thankfully we have RF, so Hound is not that scary. So let's just pump strength so our attacks aren't quite so bad. Now we're going to try to stick to relatively light armor, or at least not super heavy, which makes sense for a Centaur, honestly, considering the deformed body. We want to be able to evade things. Okay, we avoid getting mutated, very good. And we've got a Lamp of Fire, which is a great find. Excellent, excellent Prelair find for sure. I would like to have a lot more of this stuff identified. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, we have the important ones identified. We have Teleport, we have Blinking. For potions, we have Heal Wounds, we have Curing, we have Haste. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to waste these things. I haven't used my enchant weapon. I plan on using it on the greatsword, but I'm going to save it in case something better shows up. Like if a Vorpal greatsword showed up, I'd probably enchant that more. Triple sword will probably ignore, simply because of the experience investment being too high. But yeah, we want this character to be dodgy if possible. Because that's when you get your riposte attacks. I think this is going to be a slightly harder run than the ones with the bows that we've been using and other ranged attacks, but that's just the direction the character got pulled in, so. I could have stubbornly gone for ice. I could have even stubbornly gone for bows. I think this was the right choice, though. I forget if I found the short bow first or Gozag first. If I found the short bow first, I probably should have just stuck it out and waited for Oka. And I think that's what happened, so that was probably a misplay. With that said, I think we're fine. I may even call a merchant soon. We'll see about that. Anyway, we'll cut the video here. We're coming up on an hour. Do the lair next time. Maybe a little more, depending on how much time it takes. Until then, I am signing out.